Hello, everybody, and good afternoon, Atlanta. I'm Blake Newsom, live from Roswell, Georgia, outside my dad's office. Yeah, nothing too exciting there, but breaking news from last night, and the reason we're just getting onto this now is because, it was late last night, and we're just teens. It's not like we're full reporters that are up at 3 a.m. But anyway, Dwight Howard has just officially been traded to the Charlotte Hornets with the 31st pick of the NBA draft in exchange for, what's his name? Mason Plumlee and Marco Bellinelli and the 41st pick in the NBA draft this year. And of course, everybody, we are live on Instagram. If you have any thoughts, that's Blake_Newsom, BLAKE _NEWSOM. And feel free to call in actually, don't call in because we have Instagram. So no, I know that. But I'm going to just jump right on to my co-hosts here, Connor and Jordan, who are with me right now through the phone. So, Jordan, I'm going to go to you first. What are your thoughts on the Hawks, and what was the good part of this trade and the bad part? Jordan. Jordan. And we're on live, and I can't pause it, so...
I can go first.
Alright, you answer the same question. Alright, guys, let's just go to Connor.
So, in my opinions on this trade is, I feel like it was good to, I know it was hard for him because he wanted to come back and play for his hometown here in Atlanta, but it just did not fit Bud's system, and I feel like I feel like trading him to the Hornets is better because he suits their offense better than we do. And I feel like Miles Plumlee will be coming off the bench, and Marco Bellinelli can be a starter because he played for the 2014 championship team, so he could be definitely an exciting player to see play.
And one thing I do like, which I've talked about Connor before personally, is I do like the future of Mike Muscala. I know he's, in 2K terms, he's only like a 75, 76 overall, but he's still pretty young. He can shoot the three, which you don't see from many centers. We did get that from Al Horford, but not as good as I think Mike Muscala can shoot it. He's got a good mid-range pull-up, and he's able to go inside as well. He's able to get some rebounds. He's able to dunk. So I think he's I don't think he's a young Dwight Howard, but I think he's a young, good center. So I think the future of him in Atlanta should be pretty interesting, and I do like the way he looks to be as if he makes the starting role. Let's just see if Jordan's there. Jordan, you still there? Well, I guess we lost Jordan. So, Connor, I guess it's just you and me. Basically, what the Hawks are thinking now, or at least the fan base, and a lot of people are thinking, so they're pretty much rebuilding. Think of it this way, Atlanta. They had made the postseason 10 straight seasons. They did not make it very far. And they only made it to the Eastern Conference Finals once. But they made it to the playoffs 10 straight years while other teams are just dying to make the playoffs. And at the last rebuild they did when they let go of Joe Johnson, they rebuilt it around Al Horford, who left anyway last season. So I guess it's about time for the Hawks to rebuild as well. Again, they made some pretty good trades this year, I think, with Ilyasova. They picked up Calderon. I mean, this team looked pretty good down the stretch, basically, of the full roster that we had. And we were using pretty much everybody to come off the bench and play. But, Connor, who do you think, if most people were saying that if they do re-sign Millsap, they'll trade him. So, if Millsap doesn't re-sign or if he gets traded, who do you think, I think I asked you this yesterday, who do you think the Hawks should rebuild around? Or multiplayer? If it's multiple players, that's fine. Just tell me.
Well, I won't be surprised if they re-sign Millsap and trade him back trade him to the Jazz and we get Gordon Hayward. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. I just feel like Millsap, that our new GM from Golden State is just trying to rebuild as much as possible, and I feel like he just wants to get some other kind of experienced players on our team. I think Gordon Hayward can very well do that.
And part of the reason, I just don't think Joe Johnson, I think he played small forward here in Atlanta. I think he's converted to power forward at the Jazz, so I guess I'll have to see him back at the small forward position if Paul Millsap were to end up back in Utah as the power forward, because there's no way Joe Johnson and Paul Millsap are going to be switching it out with each other. But who knows? I mean, maybe they'll keep Millsap. I mean, everything's still up in the air for right now. I mean, maybe Travis Schlenk is just trying to clear a player, get some cap space, and so they can help get Millsap back. I mean, who knows? But based on what a lot of people are thinking, the Hawks are going into rebuild mode. Which it was surprising earlier this year, as the Hawks were 2 or 3 steps away from being a contender, or probably 1 or 2 steps. But with the trade of Kyle Korver, the trade of Mike Scott, and a few other key players that helped the Hawks down the stretch in the years past, what happened was the Hawks just kind of fell off the map a bit, and people were just saying, okay, they can be contenders, but they could also go into rebuilding mode. What are they doing out there in Atlanta? And I guess Travis Schlenk is coming in from Golden State and trying to answer a question, and to be honest, it looks like he's rebuilding. Connor, do you agree? Do you think he's just trying to get rid of some cap space?
Yes, I did.
That's business.
Jordan, you're back?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Connor, because Jordan's back, I'm going to ask Jordan first. If you heard the question, Jordan, who do you... Connor, actually, you go first, because I forgot what the question was.
So I think, you're right about them, trying to get rid of cap space, because they do need some veteran players, and I think, Miles Plumlee and Marco Bellinelli have been in the league for a long time, and they're also trying to get some young guys from the draft, young, experienced players. Kind of like what the Braves are doing, getting young prospects. And I feel like with this new GM, we may end up, like I said, getting Gordon Hayward in exchange for Paul Millsap.
And I think that would be a good 1-2 punch for Atlanta to have Taurean Prince and Gordon Hayward coming from the bench. And Jordan, I gotta go against what you said yesterday about they're most likely gonna get rid of as there's a no-hitter watch right now, but in the 6th inning, through the 6th inning of the Max Scherzer against the Marlins. But anyway, I just don't see Thabo Sefolosha leaving, basically because they just congratulated him yesterday in becoming Team Africa team captain for the World versus Africa game in a few days down somewhere. I think is it in South Africa? I don't remember. But they're going to have a scrimmage, I guess, down there between Team World and Team Africa. As Thabo's mom, I think, was from Switzerland, and his dad was from Africa, so that's why he's part of it. But I don't know if Thabo does leave. I mean, if Thabo stays, I think you got Hayward and Prince. You convert Sefolosha. So you got Bazemore, Prince, and Sefolosha. That's all you need, and you convert Bazemore to a shooting guard, which he has played before back in the starting lineup earlier this year when they had when they traded Korver and before THJ was like on fire. I think the lineup was Schroeder, Bazemore, Sefolosha, and Millsap Howard, if I don't remember correctly. But yeah, do you guys have any other thoughts on this trade or what the Hawks should do for now?
Well, first thing I think they can do is you can really look up and down that free agent market. No matter what you do, no matter what everybody says, you need. I mean, free cap space is amazing because if you're gonna free up cap space, do something with it. And they need to be able to find a power forward if they're not gonna get Millsap and another center and some shooting guards. And maybe an extra point guard, I don't know. But it's going to help to look up and down that free agent market as much as you can.
And there are some pretty good players you can get out there for a minimum contract, which I've done in 2K before, but I know that's 2K, not real life, but we'll see. But anyway, I guess that pretty much wraps it up here for this breaking news show, because not really a full podcast. We just wanted to give you guys the breaking news. I know it was last night, but anyway, thank you guys for listening. This is our live show. So if you guys are listening out there, thank you. This is the All Around Atlanta Sports Podcast, or Atlanta Teen Sports Center, whatever you prefer to call us. I'm Blake Newsome signing off with Jordan, Ashley, and Connor Quinn. We'll see you in a few minutes, probably not on live, but for a Falcons show. We'll see you next time.